So what is there to do in Lexington and Columbia? In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 things to do in the Lexington and Columbia area. But hey, my name is Brandon. I am a South Carolina transplant and a local real estate agent. And I know when I was looking at places to live, places to relocate to, that was the big question I had. I mean, yes, housing affordability was great. In Lexington, there were award-winning schools. But in the end, what is there to do here? So let's get started with my top 5 things to do. All right, so first off, making this video, it's January of 2021. We are still in the midst of the COVID pandemic. So some of the things I talk about may have kind of different things going on depending on the time that you're here and the time that you're watching this. Again, this is going to be more from a perspective of me, a parent with young kids, and things that we can do in the area. Now, don't worry, these aren't going to be all little kid things. They're going to be fun things for adults too that we did before we had kids. But I'm not going to get into like restaurants, breweries in this video. I'm actually going to make another video specifically about those things. So don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss those videos. So before we get into the top 5, I do want to talk about kind of sightseeing. And this doesn't count as one of the 5, don't worry. But just being somewhere new, there's so much to see and so much to take in. So I just kind of want to hit on a few things real quick. Obviously, the state capitol being so close to us is a great place to check out. There's plenty of historic houses around to visit, national parks, and the museum. But let's dive into the top 5. All right, so first let's talk about Riverbanks Zoo and Garden. So we love this zoo. They actually have over 2,000 animals at the zoo. It's a fun zoo, and the great thing about it is the cost. At the time of making this, you can get a year pass for your entire family for 115 bucks. And the cool thing about it is not only do they have the regular zoo, they also have Boo at the Zoo trick-or-treating, the lights before Christmas, and in the Riverbanks Botanical Garden, they have the splash pad for the kids, and they've even done movies at the garden. So that's why for us, the zoo is one of the top things to do. And as a local tip, make sure to get there early so you get a chance to feed the giraffes. So the next top thing is the fair. Now, where I grew up in California, the fair was a drive away, so we didn't regularly go to it, and it wasn't always in the best area. But the cool thing is living here, the fair is just a 10-15 minute drive from Lexington into Columbia. Now, I'm not a huge fan of fair rides, don't get me wrong, but I do love me some fair food. And as well, they always do concerts. I mean, we even got to see Thomas Rhett our first year here, which was absolutely a blast. So come October, you got 12 days, so make sure to not miss the fair next time it comes around. The Soda City Farmers Market. So this was actually something that took us a little bit to actually go to because, I mean, in California, we used to go to the farmers market, pick up our eggs, different veggies, things like that. So we didn't really think anything of it, but everyone was like, you gotta check it out. So we finally went down there, and this isn't your typical farmers market. They literally shut down multiple city blocks downtown Main Street, Columbia, and all local vendors pour in. So you're gonna have locally cooked food and locally made items, and you will see a variety of different cool things down there. Now, obviously, depending on the season is how many vendors you will see down there, but come spring, summertime, the thing gets popping. And it literally happens every Saturday, rain or shine. So the next thing on my list is Lake Murray and the Saluda River. So Lake Murray is one of the big attractions we have. It is a 50,000 acre lake. Now, a majority of it is covered in residential homes, but there are public and paid entrances to get into the lake. There's swimming areas, docks for fishing. They do fireworks on the lake on 4th of July. And there's plenty of places where you can go rent a boat and take a tour of the lake. And if you get a chance during July and August, head out to watch the famous purple martin roost on Baum Island at sunset. It is a sight to see. And they even have a dinner cruise that cruises the lake. And Lake Murray itself feeds into the Saluda River. This is another fun thing to do to head down to the river. Again, there's paid entrances and free entrances. It's great for a fun day of fishing, tubing, kayaking, or just sightseeing, you name it. And as well, there are communities on the river itself, including the award-winning Saluda Shoals River Club, where right there in your neighborhood, you can walk down to the river. Number 5, and there may be a bonus, so stick around, is the Fireflies baseball game. So look, When I grew up in LA, one of my favorite childhood memories was watching the Dodgers. And what a great treat it was to watch them win the World Series last year. So we didn't want to lose baseball. However, as many of you know, there are no baseball teams really in South Carolina. But back in 2016, they built the FIREFLIES Stadium at Segra Park. Now, the FIREFLIES are a minor league Class A team. So no, it's not professional baseball, but I mean, we even got to see Tim Tebow play over there. And tickets are a lot cheaper than they are at a professional game. My wife and I have literally gone to opening day every year since we've been here. And of course, favorite are Thirsty Thursdays where you can get half off beers. So that's why it is on our top 5 list. All right, so I told you there might be a bonus, and guess what? There is. So one of the big reasons we moved to South Carolina was the local beaches. Yes, it's not right here in Lexington, Columbia. Obviously, we're in the middle of the state. But only a 2 to 3 hour drive, you can be to some of the top beaches around. Between Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Hilton Head, there's always an awesome beach to go to. And our personal favorite, Isle of Palms. Isle of Palms for us is away from the hustle and bustle of the vacation spots like Myrtle Beach. Little more low-key, little more relaxed area, but still a beautiful beach. All right, obviously as a transplant, we haven't seen it all. So if I've missed one of your favorite things, leave a comment below so we can check it out. And as well, check out this video if you want to learn more about South Carolina and the Lexington Midlands area.